here in West Hartford. Diesel cash price is $6.39. So you know, if you're paying with a credit card, you're getting $6.49 for diesel. Absolutely absurd. Even paying for like dailying a car that is using 93 gas, you're also foolish, but ridiculous. Out here in Torrington now, $6.49 for diesel. So I almost can't believe it, because I've never seen diesel at $6.49 in my entire life. This is the highest I have ever seen it. I don't even know what to think, because I remember back in high school there was like some kind of fuel crisis, and the highest I ever saw, I think gas and diesel were the same price, and I think the highest it got was like $4.50 a gallon. But now we're at, gas is like $3.80 something, diesel is $6.50 a gallon basically. How much is it in California? I know California's got usually some crazy shit going on. All right, California, the average for normal gas in California is $5.37. That is terrible. Look at this. The average for diesel is $6.24. I almost don't believe it, because this says Connecticut's average is $6.13, even though I'm personally seeing it with my own eyes in public way more than this. Yeah, usually California's got some crazy prices going on, but I guess nowadays, I don't know. Well, I'm just happy that gas is not this high yet. $5.37 for regular, that is absurd. Diesel trucks, man. So once again, this is going to be some of my opinion. I know it might hurt some feelings if I'm chatting shite and you don't like what I have to say, but you know, let's get right into it. Let's just be brutally honest. Over half of truck owners don't even use the truck to its full potential, because how many times I see people driving around town, nothing in the bed, no trailer, and they're just driving around town using their diesel truck as a fashion statement, you know? And I am allowed to say that, because I have had many diesels, and I was using a diesel as a fashion statement back in the day. So, you know, this kind of truck here would be tickling my fancy back then. But you know, most people that have not most, I can't say most, because there's some people that are using their diesel for actual towing, but I feel like for the most part, your average diesel owner is doing some shit like this with it. So I mean, like, this is a respectable reason to own a diesel truck, right? Like when you're hauling some big shit, or you're making money from it, you're pulling a huge RV like this, completely understandable. You know, this guy probably needs a dually diesel to pull this giant ass RV. You know, the typical diesel owner is literally driving around town looking like this, with nothing in the bed, no trailer, $6.50 a gallon to drive around town looking pretty, which let's be honest, like the general public doesn't think this is cool. Like only the truck herds think that this is cool. So it's like it's a lose-lose nowadays, because now you just look like a fool. Like I see someone driving around town in a truck like this, and I'm just like, this dude, hold on. Like, this is what I'm thinking when I see someone driving around town with nothing in the bed and no trailer, and they're just driving this thing around town to daily it. I'm thinking this right here. I feel bad too, because like not too long ago, diesel wasn't super mega overpriced, and it was like somewhat actually not that bad to be driving one of these around town. Now that diesel is $6.49 a gallon, that is atrocious, especially in my hometown. I have literally never seen the prices that high. Like I was just saying, I think the highest I ever saw diesel was $4.50, and that was way back when I was in high school. Let's look a little bit into why. Why are we having diesel go way up in price? So according to the Washington Post here, United States diesel inventories are at near record lows. The lowest diesel inventory we've had at this time of year since 1951, said Andrew Lapow, a Houston-based oil industry consultant. It is quite concerning considering demand is 4 times what it was back then. I'm going to give some easy solutions here for this situation. All right, we're going to take a look at some potential options for if you need a truck and you don't feel like spending $6.50 a gallon. Because I know what the argument's going to be. People are going to be like, oh, but diesel gets way better gas mileage, it can tow way more. Yeah, sure. But if you're not using it to tow or haul heavy shit all day and you're just spooling it around town trying to show off, you're getting bad gas mileage anyway. Here we go. Let's see. $3,500. Is it four-wheel drive? Oh wait, I was like, where? Okay, so FX4 off-road. You can clearly see the shifter for the transfer case right here. And he says, hey guys, selling a short bed single cab 02 F-150 4.6 liter V8. Truck runs and drives good, frame is pretty clean, body has some rust which is normal, but perfect running and driving vehicle for the winter. Has some new parts on it, 4x4 works great, good tires, brakes are good, drive it home today, clean title in hand. So here you go. This is a truck for someone sensible. So as you can see here, according to tuningpro.com, the Ford 4.6 V8 engine is reliable. We believe this engine earns above average remarks for reliability. Yes, it's going to be slow. It's going to not be able to pull a lot of weight. Yes, the truck is hideous. But let's be honest, diesel owners aren't even really using those numbers anyway. They're using it as a fashion statement. Once again, they just want to be driving around town, trying to pick up these country chicks with their diesel trucks. Like, these kids would not be seen dead driving one of these because they'd be like, oh, that's the ugliest generation, blah, blah, blah. They don't even care how reliable it is. They don't even care that it's one of the most reliable Ford engines. They want to look like this fucking hot shit in their diesel. Once again, look, you want another super cheap, ultra reliable truck that might not get you the country chicks, but is super reliable? Look at this thing, 4x4, drive good, clean title. And I don't want to hear nothing about the MPG difference. Oh, I daily my diesel, I needed to get better MPGs, I don't want to daily a gas job truck. That is literally just all nonsense because you're going to be spooling this thing in traffic. Let's not pretend like most diesel owners are driving it the same way. They're spooling it around town. Sure, you get the old man that needs to pull his horse trailer that drives the thing normally. Yes, that one guy might get decent MPG with his diesel truck. But for the most part, you know, I'm not naming any names. I'm not here to call people out. I don't want no beef with nobody. I'm just saying, in this area of Connecticut, you know, there is a literal stereotypical diesel owner, and they all drive the same. You hear these things flying up the road all the time. I can't even make the noise. You hear things fucking spooling up the hill. They're all driving it the same way. You're getting 8 miles per gallon anyway. Let's not pretend like the diesel is some amazing, like, TDI Jetta. No, they're all getting bad MPGs. But now you're getting bad MPGs and paying $6.50 a gallon. Like, once again, here you go. Look at this thing. Runs and drives perfect. Very clean interior. Exterior is in great shape. Frame is solid. 4x4 V8. Here we go. Another one. Yes, it's not the prettiest. The interior's not like a platinum dually. It's not baller, right? It'll get you there. You could pick up your refrigerator, pick up a couch, whatever you need to put in the bed. Yes, this will tow a car trailer. 2006 Silverado 1500 crew cab 4x4 with a 5.3 liter engine has a towing capacity of 7,400 pounds. That's plenty. That is more than enough. That's a one-car trailer. You can tow so much stuff with a 7,400 pound towing capacity. All these kids with a diesel are not even pulling this usually. Like, you go to Lock City, you see all these dudes with these brand new Duramax, brand new Cummins, like 6-7 Power Strokes. They're pulling in with a one-car open trailer with a Miata on it or a 350Z on it. Like, there's no way that is going to weigh even 7,400 pounds. No shot, unless you got some 1970, like, thick steel trailer. Like, you ain't even getting up to this weight. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no need to have a diesel truck at this point in time, with diesel being $6.50 a gallon. So here we have another alternative to the diesel trucks. First gen Tundra, look at that 4.7 liter V8. Look at this absolute gem. Crew cab Like, what more do you need? What more do you need? Look, we're going to get to a point where people literally can't afford to daily. Those of you guys that are on the brink at this moment to daily drive your diesel truck, if you're at that point in your life, you better try to go sell that thing now, try to go trade it for one of these, or just get rid of it before diesel goes even higher and higher and higher. Now you're going to have this paperweight sitting in your yard that you can't afford to drive. At least this is affordable, $8,500. I mean, it's not super affordable, but it beats, you know, renting a U-Haul. If you plan on keeping it for a while, you're not going to have to rent a U-Haul or a Home Depot pickup truck every time you want to go move a couch or a fridge or tow a one-car trailer. Because, like I said, I'm not trying to talk shit about anyone specifically. I am just saying that, like, realistically, 50%, maybe more, maybe 60% of diesel truck owners use it for its intended purpose probably one time a year. Maybe five. Okay, maybe 5 times a year, right? How often are you moving a couch? How often are you moving a fridge, right? How often are you pulling a trailer? So it's like, unless your job is literally a hotshot trucker, you really do not need a diesel truck. You're just being rice. You're being truck rice. Talk about one more non-diesel truck. This one is for people that maybe want to daily it. Maybe they want to have something that looks nice, that is newer, reliable, safer, want to put their family in it. Here it is. This is the one for you. If what I just explained is what you're looking for, here it is. The 7.3 liter Godzilla gasoline Super Duty. This is for you if that's what you're looking for. Do I personally recommend it? Once again, not financial advice. Absolutely not. These things are so expensive. In my opinion, there's really no reason to own this vehicle other than you want to look good, you want something newer, you want something that looks modern, you low-key want to play keep up with the Joneses, show off to your neighbor, whatever the case may be. If you don't want a diesel and you want something that looks good, can tow a lot, isn't a diesel, here you go. 7.3 gas Godzilla Super Duty. Boom. There you go. Better yet, how much can this thing tow? Holy shit, that is a lot. Oh my God. The 7.3 gas V8, 19,500 pounds. That is astronomical for a gasoline engine. So there you go. My point is proven. A diesel truck at this point in time is honestly not necessary. What can we conclude from this little rant video, starting with diesel being $6.50 a gallon in Torrington, Connecticut? That is absolutely absurd, but what have we learned? For one, the only person at this point in time that genuinely needs a diesel truck is a hotshot truck driver, some kind of farmer, maybe you got a giant RV, you got a big, fifth wheel trailer, you're moving excavators, you're doing that kind of stuff. Just business owners, like, if you need to be making money from your diesel truck for it to be worth it at all. And even then, it is, you're borderline teetering on it not being worth it just because the price of diesel is so high. The second thing we've learned is that we got a whole lot of truck racers, including older dudes. I've seen young high school kids, I've seen, 25 to 35-year-olds, and I've seen 40 to 50-year-olds being truck race. Like, why are you daily driving a diesel truck? You're not pulling nothing, there's nothing in the bed, and it is just one dude in the truck. Like, homeboy's driving the truck to work and back, just him in it. It's not like he's got the crew cab full of people. He's literally in this thing by himself. Like, what is the point of that? You're spending all this money on fuel, and it's like, if you're driving it in the city, the gas mileage is not good. That is not a feasible argument at this point in time. You can't even hit me with the, but my 6.7 Power Stroke, it's 18 miles to the gallon, blah, 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 blah. So what? Like, diesel is like, we're not quite at double the price of normal gasoline, but I feel like we're going to get there at some point with the way that every time I go outside, I step out my front door and diesel fuel is 10 cents more than it was yesterday. Like, we're going to get to the point where no one can afford to drive them, and then the used diesel truck market is just going to be flooded with all these actually nice diesel trucks. No one's going to want to buy them because fuel costs too much, and the prices of them are going to drop like a fucking rock. Even though, like I said, not financial advice, but usually buying a diesel truck was a safe bet as long as you didn't let it get rotted, you took good care of it, it's not leaking a whole bunch of oil and stuff. You could usually get your money back out of it. You know, you buy some 6-7 Power Stroke for 40 grand, drive it around for a couple years, it's still kind of worth 40 grand. So I don't know, are we going to see a point where that's not true anymore? No one's going to want to drive a diesel truck when diesel's $10 a gallon. I'm telling you that right now. I don't even know what to call this. This was an easy topic for me to talk about just because I have had many diesels, right? I'd have to sit here, let's think. Okay, so I had the 7.3 van, I had the 7.3 dually, I had the 6.0 Brodozer, I had the first gen Cummins, my school bus conversion was a 12 valve Cummins, I had the 6.7 Platinum dually, I had the 7.3 OBS stance build. I've had 7 diesels, or am I forgetting one? I don't know, but I've had 7 diesel trucks, so I'm allowed to talk about this, because even back then it was almost not worth it, because I would catch myself dailying the Brodozer, right, looking like this, all lifted, big wheels, getting horrible gas mileage, literally this right here. I'd be driving this thing around town, getting trash MPG, even with diesel at $2 a gallon, doesn't equate to, like, you'd be better off just buying a normal car and having a 5.3, 4.6, a Tundra, just having one of those just kind of chilling in your driveway for when you need to move something that requires a truck, and then just driving a normal car around. I guess that concludes this video. Thank you for watching.